Welcome to Global Weekly Events Reports, reporting live from the vibrant heart of Nigeria, straight from the DonLucas YouTube channel. Get ready to embark on a journey through the most exciting local happenings and global events that shape our world. From cultural festivals and community gatherings to international news and trends, we've got you covered. Join us as we celebrate creativity, connection, and the pulse of both Nigeria and the globe. Don't miss out, stay tuned, and let's explore the dynamic tapestry of events together. Here are the major events highlights happening this week, from September 9th to September 15th, 2024. Local events. A Nigerian International Tea Festival. This event will take place in Abuja from September 9th to September 15th. It's a great opportunity to learn about Nigeria's tea culture and explore the industry's potential. ANAN Annual Conference. This conference will be held in Abuja from September 13th to September 15th. It's a platform for certified national accountants to discuss challenges impacting members and the accountancy profession in Nigeria. Africa Cashless Payment Systems Conference. This conference will take place in Abuja on September 11th and 12th. It aims to build safer cashless economies and business communities by bringing together industry leaders, policymakers, and businesses. Propack West Africa. This is the largest packaging, food processing, plastics, labeling, and print exhibition in West Africa. It will be held in Lagos from September 10th to September 12th. African Seasoning and Spices Trade Expo and Cook-Off Championship. This event will take place in Lagos on September 15th. It's a culinary extravaganza that celebrates West Africa's rich culinary heritage and diverse flavors. Now the major world events. Economic events. U.S. Inflation Report. The U.S. will release its Consumer Price Index (CPI) report on September 11th, which will help determine the Federal Reserve's monetary policy. Eurozone's ECB decision. The European Central Bank will release its rate decision on September 12th, which is expected to lower its three benchmark rates again. UK GDP report. The UK will release its monthly GDP report for July on September 11th, which will show if the country's economic expansion can be sustained. Political events. US presidential debates. The first presidential debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris will take place on September 10th. Corporate events. Apple's event. Apple hosted its annual iPhone event on September 9th, where it launched its iPhone 16 lineup and other flagship products. Earnings reports. Several companies including Oracle Corporation, Adobe, Lennar, and Kroger Company will release their earnings reports this week. Economic events. U.S. Inflation Report. The U.S. will release its Consumer Price Index (CPI) report on September 11th, which will help determine the Federal Reserve's monetary policy. The U.S. inflation report is set to be released on September 11, featuring the Consumer Price Index (CPI). This report is crucial for several reasons. 1. Key indicator of inflation. The CPI measures the average change in prices paid by consumers for a basket of goods and services over time. It serves as a primary indicator of inflation, providing insights into how prices are evolving in the economy. 2. Influence on Federal Reserve policy. The data from the CPI report is instrumental in shaping the Federal Reserve's monetary policy decisions. A higher CPI may prompt the Fed to consider tightening monetary policy by raising interest rates to combat inflation, while a lower CPI could lead to more accommodative measures. 3. Market reactions. Financial markets closely watch the CPI report for indications of inflation trends. The results can influence stock prices, bond yields, and currency values, as investors adjust their expectations based on the data. 4. Consumer behavior insights. The CPI report can also impact consumer sentiment and spending behavior. If inflation is rising, consumers may alter their spending habits, which can have broader implications for economic growth. 5. Economic forecasting. Analysts and economists use the CPI data to forecast future economic conditions, making it a vital tool for understanding the overall health of the economy. In summary, the upcoming CPI report on September 11th is a key economic event that will provide valuable insights into inflation trends and significantly influence the Federal Reserve's monetary policy decisions. Eurozone's ECB decision. The European Central Bank will release its rate decision on September 12th, which is expected to lower its three benchmark rates again. The Eurozone's ECB decision on September 12 is a significant economic event, as the European Central Bank (ECB) is expected to lower its three benchmark interest rates once again. Here are the key points regarding this decision. 1. Interest rate cuts. The anticipated reduction in the benchmark rates is aimed at stimulating economic growth within the Eurozone. Lower interest rates can encourage borrowing and spending by consumers and businesses, which can help boost economic activity. 2. Economic context. The decision to lower rates may be influenced by ongoing economic challenges, such as sluggish growth or low inflation rates in the Eurozone. The ECB often adjusts rates in response to economic conditions to achieve its goals of price stability and economic growth. 3. Market impact. The announcement is likely to have immediate effects on financial markets. Investors will closely monitor the ECB's decision and any accompanying statements for insights into future monetary policy directions, which can influence stock markets, bond yields, and the value of the euro. 4. Implications for borrowers. A decrease in benchmark rates typically leads to lower borrowing costs for consumers and businesses. This can make loans more affordable, potentially increasing spending and investment in the economy. 5. Forward guidance. The ECB may also provide guidance on future monetary policy, indicating whether further rate cuts or other measures might be necessary depending on economic developments. Overall, the ECB's rate decision is a critical event that reflects the central bank's response to economic conditions in the Eurozone and has far-reaching implications for the economy and financial markets. UK GDP report. The UK will release its monthly GDP report for July on September 11th, which will show if the country's economic expansion can be sustained. Market takeaways for the week. US equity gains can broaden due to earnings growth and a resilient economy. The recession fears are overdone, and market reactions to weaker economic data are exaggerated. The unemployment rate has ticked up due to higher labor supply from increased immigration, not lower demand. Asset class views. US equities. Overweight as all sectors beat market expectations for Q2 earnings, driving broad improvement in profit margins. Japanese equities. Overweight due to a brighter outlook for Japan's economy and corporate reforms driving improved earnings and shareholder returns. US Treasuries. Underweight short-dated treasuries as markets price in many more Federal Reserve rate cuts than expected. Week ahead. US CPI data will show whether services inflation is still cooling. European Central Bank policy decision, expected to cut rates this week. ISK off ahead of the US job report. Global equities fell as bond yields and the US dollar weakened on mixed economic data from the US, Europe, and China. The S&P 500 dropped 2.6%, marking its first decline in over a month. The Bank of Canada cut its policy rate to 4.25%, citing economic concerns. And markets consolidate before a big week. Equities fell after Nvidia's revenue forecast missed expectations, while a rebounding dollar tempered risk appetite. Markets expect Fed rate cuts, driving the dollar towards its worst monthly drop since November. Greenback losing its appeal. Equity benchmarks near record highs as the US dollar drops for a fifth week. Market sentiment remains focused on expected policy easing, with the ECB's potential September cut bolstered by a dip in wage growth, the volatility mean reversing. Global equities rose for a second week as US inflation fell to 2.9%, boosting optimism for a Fed rate cut in September. The Nasdaq and TOPIX surged 12% and 22%, respectively. UK job creation exceeded expectations, hinting at further Bank of England rate cuts. A volatile week followed up by big macro week. Monday saw major sell-offs in popular trades, with sharp declines in the Nasdaq and US dollar to Japanese yen. Dovish comments from the Bank of Japan and strong US data later stabilized markets. Uncertainty remains as investors await the Federal Reserve's next moves. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the vibrant tapestry of global events. From the heart of Nigeria, we've explored the world's most exciting happenings, celebrated creativity, and connected with our diverse community. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay inspired. Don't forget to subscribe to the DonLucas channel for more weekly updates. Together, let's keep exploring and shining a light on the world's most fascinating stories. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more exciting weekly updates. Like this video to show your support. Click the notification bell to stay informed about our latest uploads. Join the conversation in the comments below. Share this video with your friends and family. We appreciate your support. See you next week.